Hello everyone, welcome back to EduTap. Myself is Nagpal and I welcome you all formally again to EduTap. So my friends, as you can see on the thumbnail, today we are going to solve the previous year question and the exact question paper of Finance and Management which appeared in the year 2021 of the RBI Grade B exam 2021. Okay. Now this particular class is really very important for those people who are going to appear in 2023 and onwards. Okay, we can reduce certain, a kind of inputs that which kind of question RBI is asking. Okay, so let's start without much further delay. Now, this is one question. You have to first read this particular question, or I would say this is a paragraph. First, you will have to read this particular paragraph. And on the basis of this paragraph, we have to answer the coming three questions. First, we will discuss two markers, then we will discuss one markers, and then we will discuss the descriptive papers as well. Okay. So first, please read this particular, I would say, paragraph which is coming on your screen right now. I would like to tell you that you can also pause this video and you can read this particular paragraph line by line. A passage on organizational behavior was asked, which was followed by three questions. So again, you can definitely understand that new chapters like organizational behavior, organizational change, reinforcement, all your organizational conflict, they all are important. Okay, so this is a recreated passage. This is not the exact one. Okay, now let's start solving question based on this passage. Question number one was, which type of justice relates to employees input and output reward system, or you can say which type of justice relates to employees input to appropriate rewards and output. Now you have to identify which type of justice is there. Is it distributive, integrative, procedural, social, and economic? I hope your answer is distributive justice. Basically, distributive justice deals with the input and it deals with the employee's input to appropriate rewards and output. Under this kind of justice, employee sees that which inputs are matching to his or her outputs. Is a very easy question, a direct question, I would say. Question number two revolves around which of the following will involve the study of psychological aspects. Now, I hope you remember that organizational behavior have certain aspects in it, like we have your different parts. In this particular question, the question was regarding which of the following will evolve the study of psychological aspect. The right answer will be personality and motivation, because under personality we understand what are different components of mind, how a particular person will behave, so on and so forth. Okay. So therefore, the best possible answer of this particular question would be personality and motivation. I again repeat, these two questions were kind of direct and these questions can be solved on a very journal scale as well. Now let's come to question 3. Which subject deals with the formation and management of the team? So what will be the keyword over here? Which particular subject deals with formation and management of team? टीम के साथ ऑलवेज द वर्ड सोशोलॉजी इज एसोसिएटेड. एंथ्रोपोलॉजी इज रिलेटेड टू मैनकाइंड, साइकोलॉजी इज रिलेटेड टू योर माइंड, archaeology is something related, I would say, to the old, structures kind of thing. Okay, therefore the correct answer will be sociology, because under sociology we understand the team dynamics. You can also say that. Okay, so all the three questions which appeared on this particular paragraph, they seem to be doable and they are very scoring as well. Okay, now let's move ahead to another paragraph. Now you can see a passage which was based on electronic toll collection was given, which was followed by two questions. So now you can see there were a set of two questions which was there in your, I would say, question paper, and based on this particular paragraph there were two questions which we have to solve. So I request you to please pause this particular video and read this particular paragraph by yourself. Okay, so let's start solving question number 4 now. Question number 4 says that the paragraph is talking about the dash system and the dash account. Now I hope you remember the paragraph was talking regarding National Electronic Toll Collection System, which has a dash account. What is that particular account which we see in our on our vehicles? It is your FASTag account. Okay, so therefore the paragraph was talking regarding National Electronic Toll Collection System, and we have our different FASTags which is already pasted on the windows of our, I would say, the windshield rather, on our screen, so that we can have a seamless movement throughout the tolls which are operating in our overall country. Question number 5 was very basic. Who introduced national e-toll collection system to meet the electronic tolling requirement of the Indian market? Now this particular question could be solved under 5 seconds also if you know the answer. The correct answer will be NPCI. It's a product of NPCI, and NPCI is one of the famous institutions which is working in India to promote what? To promote retail payments. Okay, therefore the answer will be NPCI. I again repeat, the correct answer will be NPCI. Here is the notification which has been given by RBI as well. Okay, so if you want to read it again, it was there in the news, that is on date 25 March and 2021. So you can correlate that how important your RBI notifications are. Okay, chaliye. Now one question was asked regarding your capital markets. A passage on capital market was given, which was followed by following 3 questions. Now there were 3 questions which was asked on this paragraph. Okay, so first read all these 3 statements. SEBI is the regulator of commodity market. This statement is correct. RBI is the regulator of NBFC. This is also correct. SEBI is the regulator of capital market. This statement is also correct. So according to my knowledge, the correct answer should be option 3, which is all of the above, or you can say 1, 2, 3. That is all of the above is correct. A very easy questions, my friend. Who regulates what is one of the famous topics of RBI, and they will definitely going to ask you questions in the year 2023, 2024 onwards as well. So be ready for that. Okay. A passage on capital market was given, which was followed by 3 questions only. Now, according to the circular released by SEBI in 2018, apart from ASBA process. Now, I hope you remember what is ASBA. ASBA is your application supported by your blocked amount. Applicants can also apply for IPO through which particular instrument? Is it UPI? Is it NACH? Is it your IMPS? Is it your NEFT? Or is it none of the above? The correct answer here will be UPI. Now, I hope you remember that ASBA, that is your SEBI. SEBI has released certain guidelines related to UPI. Now, with the help of UPI, you can invest your money in your capital markets too. Therefore, the correct answer will be option 1. Okay. Question number 3, or I could say question number 8, sorry. ASBA application can be made through what? So ASBA application can be made through what? Is it through post office? Is it through SCSBs? Is it through any commercial bank, or only through RBI? The correct answer will be HCSBS. Now these are those self-certified banks, or you can say syndicated certified banks, which offer the services of ASBA. Therefore, those people who are dealing in your IPOs, those people who are very active in share market, for them this particular question was very easy. And all the questions which we now have discussed right now are comparatively easy if we see the trend of RBI Grade B. Okay, so again, till question number 8, each and every question is doable, and until question number 8, I think you would have also been scored good number of marks. Okay. Now we are coming to, again, a passage was there based on the public-private partnerships. Okay, now PPP is one of the famous topics which has been directly listed on your RBI Grade B syllabus. So now again, pause this video, try to watch this particular paragraph, try to read it line by line, then only you will be able to answer the question which is coming ahead. Try to pause this video, read this particular paragraph. Introduced in January 2016, to revive investments in road infrastructure, a dash has been a good initial success. So again, I can come to know that this paragraph is talking regarding your public-private partnerships. So let's see what are the questions which is based on this. Question number 9 says, which model is described in the passage? Now, if you read the passage carefully, you will come across HAM, that is your hybrid annuity model. So HAM is the correct answer, which has been introduced for funding, I would say, your infrastructure projects, mainly the highways which are being developed in the mode of PPP. Okay, therefore the correct answer will be HAM. Now, if you have studied regarding hybrid annuity model, then you could have solved this question as well. This particular question says, in the above model, the support provided by the government during the construction phase, later in annuities during the operation phase, will be in the ratio of what? So they have asked you the ratio. The correct ratio will be 40:60. Okay. So basically government will not give direct money, or government will not give 100% of the money in one go. Government will give first 40% and then they will give the rest 60% after the operation phase. Okay. Hybrid annuity model and your public private partnerships, they are very, very important when it comes to the field of RBI grade B. Okay. Now, in which sector PPP models are mostly used? Is it manufacturing? Is it infrastructure? Is it textile, food processing, or none of the above? Now, if you see, these two options are confusing because it can be used in your manufacturing, it can be used in your infrastructure as well. When it comes to textiles and food processing, I would have directly eliminated these two particular answers. Okay. According to me, the right answer will be infrastructure only. Why? Because infrastructure has a big need of money, and there is where your private sector comes in and they provide their expertise. Okay. Therefore, the answer of question number 11 will be infrastructure. Okay. Now, coming to para 5, a passage was there based on your organization change was given, which was followed by two questions. So basically one paragraph was given regarding organization change, and there were two questions which was followed in this particular paragraph. Here you have to identify what, again, pause this video, please read this particular definition by yourself. Dash refers to the actions in which company or a business alters a major component. Alters a major component means change, okay, of its organization, such as culture, underlying technologies, and so on and so forth. Very easy question. Hardly someone would have get confused in this. The correct answer will be organization change. Under organization change, we change certain elements or certain components of your what? Of your company. Very easy. Okay. Again, one question was based on your second stage of Levin model. So this is your Kurt-Lewin model. Kurt-Lewin model has 3 stages. I hope you remember regarding it. Okay, what is the name of second stage? It is your change. Okay, so under change stage, which is the second stage of your Kurt model, we have changes taking place. This particular stage is also known as stage of transitions. Okay, my friend. Now coming ahead. Okay, the answer is change. A passage was given on financial market, which was followed by 3 questions. So again, different paragraphs are given so that they can test you on different knowledge points. A passage on a financial market was given. Now, who is the following is the regulator of capital market? Very easy, SEBI is the answer. Now, even I would have taken 5 seconds to answer this question. So save your time over here and invest your time in some tough questions. Okay. Question number 615. Which of the following is and are the depositories? Now, I hope you remember there are 2 depositories in India. CDSL, which looks after the settlement of your BSC, that is your Bombay Stock Exchange, and NSDL. NSDL looks after what? NSDL looks after your National Stock Exchange, which is your National Securities Depository Limited, Central Depository Services Limited. Therefore, the correct answer will be 1 and 2, because in India there are only 2 depositories. Okay, CCIL and CRISIL will not be the right answer, because CCIL is a kind of a central counterparty. It's like a marketplace, okay, which helps in settlement. CRISIL is a credit rating agency. Okay, therefore the correct answer will be 1 and 2 only. I hope you are able to connect with me. Which name the payment regulator formed in 2007? A very easy question, I would say. Hardly a 10-second or 5-second question. The answer will be NPCI. Okay, because CCSL, as I told you, it's a central counterparty for government securities. Paytm, we all know, is a private company. Bharat Bill Paying System is also one of the product of NPCI. Therefore, the correct answer will be NPCI only, and they are regulating payment regulator since 2007. Question number, now we are talking regarding question number 17 and 19, but it is based on language translation, which has been followed by 3 questions. So there are 3 questions which have been given based on this particular information. Now again, please pause this video and try to answer this particular question. Okay, I'm waiting for you to pause your video so that you can read this particular paragraph. Okay. Chaliye, question number 7. The event which is mentioned in your paragraph highlighted in the passage will try to address what type of barrier in the communication. Now, if you read the passage again, directly you can come across that passage talks regarding certain types of barrier. Now, which type of barrier it is? It is your linguistic barriers. Okay. Now, for that, I hope you remember that there are certain barriers through which communication faces. Mainly, there are psychological barriers, semantic barriers. Then we also have certain your personal barriers and organizational barriers. Again, it's one of the component which has been directly taken from your communication chapter. Even if you read the particular question, you can directly come across that there is a linguistic barrier which is happening in your in this particular paragraph if you read this particular line. Okay. So the answer of this particular question will be what? Linguistic barriers. Okay. Now, this particular question is based on current affairs. So as you all know, in finance, you will definitely get some current affairs. Which of the following is a software highlighted as above? Has been launched by government to overcome the barriers of communication in local languages. Now, if you know the name of the barrier, then you can attempt this question. If you don't know, then I would say respect the question and move ahead. The answer will be E Aksharyan. Now, if you know, Swayam cannot be the right answer because Swayam relates to your open, I would say open, massive online open courses, right? Okay, therefore, if you see Swayam Prabha cannot also be the right answer. It relates to somewhere science and technology. Now, if you see the only left option, E Aksharyan, that relates to the theme of this particular question. So, certain type of, I would say, calculated risk is allowed in your FM paper. Okay, so do take him. Name the what is the name of the mission announced by the government in the Union Budget 2021? Now, this question has been directly taken from your Union Budget. Okay, so you have to pay importance to the Union Budget of 2023 as well. To provide big boost to regional language, the answer will be National Language Translation Mission. Now, this was based in your Budget 2021, mind you. Okay, so this is also based on your current affairs only. Cool. Question number 20. Now, this question is also very easy, I would say, hardly a 10-second question. RBI has released second dash with the theme of cross-border payments under dash for live testing of new products and services in a control test regulatory manners. Even if you see the options, you could have directly released the answer. That is your cohort and regulatory sandbox. Now, very easy questions. Out of 20 questions which we have done right now, 18 are very easy. Very easy. Very easy means what? That you could have attempted these questions with very ease. Okay. 2 I would say are based on your current affairs, so it depends upon your current affairs knowledge as well. But if you see all 20 questions are doable, you could have easily do all the 20 questions if your basic concepts are clear. If your basic concepts are not clear, then sorry to say you cannot even attempt 5 to 6 questions. Okay, so please focus on the basics. Now we are coming to the 1 markers. Okay, which of the following is a revenue expenditure? Now, this question relates to your economics because in economics we have your chapter of budget, but they have asked this particular question in finance paper. So, again, you need to have a holistic knowledge. Which of the following is a revenue expenditure? Now, I hope you remember what is revenue expenditure. Those kind of expenditure which are of reoccurring in nature and they do not affect your assets and liabilities. If you see, subsidies and your interest payment are a kind of your revenue expenditure, whereas your loan to the state government is a kind of your capital in nature. Therefore, the correct answer will be option 4. Okay, my friends. Question 22. Which type of perceptual error sees individual as a part of a group? Here, what is the key theme? As a part of the group. So, this is your stereotyping. In stereotyping, we try to make certain statement based on an individual, but that particular individual has been judged on the basis of a community. For example, if I make this stereotyping statement that all people who are coming from South, they like South Indian. Okay, so this is a statement which I am making on the group of South Indians, as simple as that. Okay, so the correct answer will be stereotyping. Chaliye. Question number 23. Which of the following is a process theory? I don't think you will get an easier question than this. The correct answer is Vroom expectancy theory, because which of the following is a process theory was asked. Now, in your course, there are only 2 theories which are mentioned regarding process. Vroom and Adams equity theory, right? So, therefore, the correct answer will be Vroom expectancy theory. Theory X and theory Y, McClellan theory, Maslow, they all are your content-based theories. Coming to question number 24. According to the Johari windows, quadrant known to self You know this particular quadrant. Now I hope you remember there are 4 quadrants in Johari windows. Okay, quadrant known to self but not known to others. So basically you are hiding something, right? It is known to self that you know it but others do not know it. Therefore it will be your hidden component. Now there are 4 components in your Johari windows. I hope you agree with me, and therefore the correct answer will be hidden. Okay, chaliye. Now let's move ahead to question number 25. What is the maximum FDI limits under government approved mechanism for public sector bank, maximal permissible FDI in private banks, and maximum individual stake in banks? So here in one question RBI is checking 3 different facts. Now those who have attended the classes of corporate governance in banking sector, which is a chapter of your finance, they could have easily answered this question. The correct answer will be option B, that is 20, 74 and 10. So basically you can invest maximum of 20% in your public sector banks, maximum of 74% in your private sector banks, and hardly a particular individual can take a stake of 10% in your banking sectors. Okay. So it's a fact-based question. Those who know it, they will be able to answer it. Those who don't know it, they will be have to do a kind of, I would say, elimination thing. And if that doesn't work, then you can move to the next question. Okay. Question number 26. Two banks, Foodie and Goody, they have same numbers of outstanding shares, equity capital, dividends and earnings. So basically other many things have been remained as constant. But the market price of Foodie is 1800 and the Goody it is 600. Which of the following is true? Now if you see PE ratio, PE ratio is what? Your price to earnings ratio, that is price divided by EPS. Now in the question, outstanding shares, equity capital, dividend and earnings. Earnings is also all is same. Therefore it means what? That your price to EPS, that is your PE ratio, price to EPS. EPS is same in both the cases because it is clearly given. That is for Foodie as well as for Goody. Earnings is quietly same, which means your earning per share is same. As simple as that. Now if the price of Foodie is 1800 and the price of Goody is 600, then you can assume you can directly come to the point that the P ratio of Foodie will be more than the P ratio of Goody, just because the numerator is higher, denominator are same. Therefore you can come to the conclusion that dividend of one is higher, or I would say the PE of one is higher than the other. Why? Because dividend cannot be the right answer, because nothing. It is clearly given that dividend and earnings are same. Okay, therefore the PE logics work correct, and therefore the answer will be PE of one is higher than the other. Very easy if you know the concept. Question number 27. If a translator is not proficient in 2 languages, what type of barrier he is facing in communication? Your answer will be semantic barriers. Why? Because semantic barriers deals with the science of the language. Semantic barriers deals with different technical jargons. Semantic barriers deals with different rules of, I would say, what? Your communication, or you can say language as well. Okay. Very easy question. I would say yes, it is an easy question. Which of the following theory suggests making communication in an organization based on hierarchy, highly structured and formalized? Highly structured is the keyword over here. Now, if you see Frederick Winslow Taylor, which is your father of scientific manager, he is not the right answer. Henry Fayol cannot be the right answer. The correct answer will be Max Weber, that is your bureaucratic school. Okay. Elton Mayo cannot be the right answer because he has given your human relations view. Okay. Therefore, very easy question, I would say, hardly a 10-second question if your concepts are clear. Okay. Question number 29. During mergers and acquisition, which of the following is relevant to change management? If you are doing mergers or acquisition, then which of the following is relevant to change management? Your answer will be all of the above. Now, this is a kind of a literature-based question. People who are coming from 11th and 12th also, they can do it because they know what is change management. In change management, you will try to fulfill smooth transitions. You will try to have digital transformation so that you are moving from traditional to modern technologies. You will also have to restructure certain reporting relationships in your company. Therefore, the answer will be all of the above. Okay. Low employees turnover. Now, this is the last question of our objective series. Low employees turnover in a company indicates which of the following thing? If there is low employee turnover means what? That people are leaving your company. If that particular ratio is low, it means that it is the kind of a good news for the company. Okay, why? Because it has maximum people are staying in the company. Okay, employees turnover ratio is low, that is a good thing. Now, if you see out of all these options, employees are highly committed towards the organization would be the right option. Why? Because option one can be directly eliminated. It doesn't mean actually it means opposite of the question which is asked. Okay. Low morale cannot be the right answer because this is a negative thing. We have to search for a positive thing. Therefore, the answer will be option two. Now, out of 30 question, if I'm not wrong, 25 are very easy. Some are fact based, so I'm keeping them in a moderate scale. But again, 30 are doable, 25 are very easy, and these 5 I would say moderate. Overall paper, if you see, was quite very easy to moderate level. So those who have given 2021, they might agree that 2021 was easier as compared to 2022. Now let's see what happens in 2022, 23 and 24. Okay. Now this is the end of your objective series. Now we will be discussing regarding descriptive. Question number 1. Discuss the 5 announcement of Union Budget 2021. Very easy question. You just have to mention what are your top 5 announcements. Now this is a subjective question. Some people will write these are your top 5 announcements. Some people will write these are the top 5 announcements. You just have to justify it, that why it is a top announcement according to you. A very easy question. I would have attempted this question if I was giving exam on your place. Okay. Question number 2. Okay, so this is regarding your, I would say, a kind of a model answer which we are providing to you. What is transformational leader and transactional leader? State the difference between transactional leader and transformational leader. Again, a very easy question. I hope you agree with me because concept of transformational leader and transactional leader is directly given in your notification in a very bold languages, that what is transformational and transactional. Every student has to do it. Very easy. And now you just have to state the difference between transactional and transformational. 5 to 6 points would have been good in this particular domain. Just define what is transformational, transactional, come to the body that following are the differences, give 5 points, go to the conclusion and end your answer. Very easy. Okay, again I will rate this particular question as easy only. Okay, now in your concept notes we have directly defined what is the difference between transactional and transformational. Okay my friends. Question number 3. Now, question number 3 talks regarding what is corporate governance, identify its needs and principle. Now, this is a 15 marker question. Okay. So, what is corporate governance? Define its needs and principle. Again, a very easy question I would say, because corporate governance we were not expecting any objective kind of question in 2021. We expected that yes, there will be a descriptive question, and here on your screen there is a descriptive question, right? Now what is corporate governance? Just define its, here need may you can define its importance as well, that why it is needed in the organization. Principles, you will have to give certain very important principles, like how different principles of corporate governance are formed. In your model question and answer, a direct question has been explained via this. So you can trust on EduTap. This is the way we study, this is the way we analyze, and this is the way we form our content as well. Question number 4. Discuss about SIDBI, NHB, NABARD, RRBs and EXIM. Again, a very easy question asked regarding 15 marker. Okay. So again, it's a very easy question. You just have to define what is SIDBI, explain something about SIDBI, then go to NHB, discuss something about NHB, tell something about NABARD, then discuss regarding RRBs and EXIM. I would again say it is very easy. Okay. Direct question, nothing much open-ended. Okay. Question number 5. Question number 5 talks regarding Basel norms. What are Basel norms? Discuss the major pillars of Basel 3. So here you, my friends, if you see, you have to discuss what are Basel norms and what are the major pillars of Basel 3. So Basel 3 may, I hope you remember, there are 6 pillars which are there. Okay, so you have to define all the 6 pillars: leverage ratio, liquidity ratio, capital conservation buffers, counter-cyclic buffers. Then we have your minimum capital ratio and your systemically important financial institutions. Again, if your concepts are clear, this question is also easy. So up to this particular point, all the 5 questions asked in your descriptive are easy according to me, and all questions could have been attempted. But mind you, my friends, you only have to attempt 2 questions in 10 marker and 2 in your 15 marker. So that depends upon your knowledge and skills. Question number 6 talks regarding what is behavioral reinforcements. Discuss the positive and negative behavioral reinforcements. Now, this question talks regarding your, I would say, reinforcement topic, which is covered in your motivation, which is covered in your personality, which is also covered in the concept of nudge theory as well. So, a very wide variety of topic. You can also if I was on your place, I would have leave this particular thing question and I would have attempted the other 2 questions in 10 marker. Why? Because this is a kind of thoda, I would say, a tricky question, because you will have to touch upon many points over here. Okay, and it is a 10 marker question as well. So if you are touching each and every point, your word limit will exceed. Okay, you can definitely go over 400 as well. Therefore, I would have skipped this question and I would have attempted other question in 10 marker. But again, those whose concept are clear, they could have attempted this question as well. Okay. On that note, my friend, this is the end of our today's class. I hope the session was useful for you, and if you want the PDF of this particular class, then you will have to join the telegram channel of EduTap. Okay, my friends, on that note, I will take your leave. All the best those who are preparing on your RBI Grade B 2023. Bye bye and take care.